The levels of communication and involvement that Team Dignitas has had with me just in the first couple weeks was insane, to say the least. And every week that goes by is just more involvement, more things being planned, more content being planned, more trips being planned. It's just really night and day from anything I've dealt with before with a sponsor.
Everything's just really involved. Like they got me doing all kinds of things all the time, and I always feel like there's use for me. Like I didn't want to be on a team that was just a paycheck. I wanted to be on a team that could use me and use my personality and my brand and all that so that they could grow and that I could grow as well.
It was really funny because Hugs was announced before I was, and I went on this whole pretend, like, kind of emotional trip in my Discord. And it was funny because, you know, I could have done it on Twitter, I could have done it on stream, but I really didn't mind so much about tricking everyone else. I wanted to just trick my really loyal fans, my Discord. So I went into Discord and it was just talking so sad. I didn't like, you know, act mad, I didn't act salty, I was just like really sad. I was like, man, I don't know what else I gotta do. Like, you know, I got top 8 at Evo, I did everything I could, and just nothing seems to be working. I think this is it. I think it's time to just, you know, hang up the controller, hang up the sticks. And then like 3 days later, or actually like 2 days later, I did a stream and pretty much did the same thing live, and everyone was like, no, don't quit, Lucky, please don't. And I'm like, no man, it's time. Unless I start, you know, shaving my legs or doing some crazy stuff on stream, I don't know how else to get streamed, or how else to get sponsored. No offense, Hugo. And then the day after, when I announced it, it was literally insane. I think I got a couple thousand tweets, or retweets and favorites and all that. My stream blew up like crazy. I couldn't even click on my like favorites button on Twitter for like 2 days and not get overwhelmed because there was so much positive feedback when I announced my Dignitas reveal, you know. So I would say it went pretty good.
The fan reaction on the reveal was actually really big. Everyone got excited about it, and we did it in a way that was surprising. People knew that I might get picked up on a team soon, and I just don't think many of them expected it to be Dignitas. So when we announced it on my stream, at least my pickup, people were just stoked. They were excited. They were blowing it up. They put it all over Reddit and Twitter and all that, and it was just a great day. Dig has always had a lot of clout in the space because of you know, their history with League of Legends and other games. So whenever you would think of big teams that just didn't have any place in Smash, you'd think of Dignitas, and you'd think of a couple other teams, a lot of League of Legends teams, and then sometimes some Call of Duty teams. But Dig was a name that always came up. So when I saw that there was an opportunity for me to introduce the scene to Dignitas, I was just extra happy about that. Me at Genesis 5 representing Dignitas was probably one of the best moments of my life, like straight up. And in terms of my Smash career, easily just the biggest highlight, because I couldn't have picked a better way to start off my career with Dignitas than what went down at Genesis 5. Like, it was my birthday, it was my first tournament with the team. The clock struck midnight as soon as I was on game 5 with Hamza to make top 8. It was just ridiculous, and I just don't think there could have been a better way to do that. And I didn't expect that. I was thinking like I would just have a pretty good tournament, and I even wanted to tell you guys, I'm like, yeah, look, I got a great personality, I'm pretty good, but I don't know if I'm top 8 good, so just don't be surprised. And then I just got top 8, I was like, okay, this is the best thing ever. Yeah.
That felt great, specifically because Hugo had asked me about it, I think, the previous weekend. He was like, how do you feel going into Genesis knowing, you know, we're gonna have the new jerseys and stuff? And I remember telling him, I'm like, you know, I feel pretty good about it. Honestly, I had planned on going into Genesis and making it possibly my last tournament anyways. So jersey or no jersey, I wanted to keep that mentality and really just go into Genesis as hard as possible. And somehow I was able to stick to that plan. And I remember just playing every set that I played there, and just, I didn't think about the jersey at all until the set was over, and I would hear like the crowd, because I pretty much go into this like type of zone level of focus sometimes, especially when I'm playing good, to the point where I didn't hear the crowd whatsoever until the set was over. And once I like heard all that noise, just the crowd going crazy, chanting, just, you know, yelling, I would just like walk around the stage and like look down. I have the jersey on. I was like, oh man, I do have a jersey. I am repping a team. I did get the win for them and myself and my fans. So for me, I think it was just that level of focus was the only way I got through it. I don't know about Hugs himself, but that's personally what happened with me.
Shout out to the Sub Hub for always supporting, always being there for me, and letting me do what I love to do. Making sure I never have to go back to accounting again. You guys are the best.
Definitely sorry I lied to you guys. I said this in the Discord, but I'll say it again, you know? I just wanted you guys to be excited. It was a big reveal. Look, there's Team Dignitas symbols behind me. We made it together. Squad as a team. The Lucky fans and Lucky. Yeah, I love you guys, and we're gonna see a whole lot more of top 8s together. Oh yes.